so you're not obvious, right? Like the only reason you have the female clause in your name is to attract viewers or attract the streamer to your stuff. I'm not going to do that. I don't believe you're from Texas. Actually, now I know for a fact you're not from Texas. Like you gotta try harder, bro. Please, for my sake, if you're gonna show up all the time, at least entertain me. Come on, do it right. Do it right, please. Just do it right. Stop. I literally post. There's a forum I post all like the weird like Twitch chat salesman stuff, and they're always like, "Oh no, I'm legit," and then like I follow through with it just to see where it goes, and of course it's not legit, right? Like of course it isn't. It's weird, and even if it is legit, this isn't really how you promote your stuff. Gaining rapport, you're trying to get rapport with me is not this isn't how you go about it. It's just not how you go about it. You should, I don't know, I would say loom in my YouTube comments. Like if you were serious, I would assume you would loom in the YouTube comments, but like you're not doing that. So I don't know, bro. Just I don't know. I don't know. Like I'm kind of immune to the trolling stuff, and obviously I'm not going to get scammed. I'm not I'm not going to get scammed or anything like that, but I'm a little ahead of the curve when it comes to getting scammed. I don't have dementia. No offense to anyone with dementia, but like that's the kind of person you might go after, elderly people there. So yeah, that's all I got for you, bro. I'm not buying your weird stuff. Like I said, I make my own art. I design my own art. I design my own emotes. I don't need your weird whatever Discord link you're gonna send me. Just go away. The only reason I'm saying all this is because it's like this happens all the time and it's really weird. But like I'm just gonna go ahead and click the ban button and good luck with that. All right, we're here with Arabella, Abandoned Doll. 2 mana, 1/3. When it attacks, it deals X damage to each opponent, and you gain X life equal to the amount of creatures you control with power 2 or less. Seems pretty interesting. I don't know if it's like stronger than the blue version of this that makes a bunch of unblockable things that's at 1 mana or whatever. It's almost the same thing, except all of your damage is loaded right into this. So we have a bunch of protection spells, and obviously a ton of creatures that have power 2 or less. This could be the Delny Dream deck. I can't seem to get Delny to do literally anything when I play Magic the Gathering, but this is another card that just really likes it. I'm running a bunch of protection spells. I might wind up running more reanimate spells, so I can pick this back up for 2 mana repeatedly. There's refurbish, and there's a bunch of 2 mana white spells that like reanimate 3 or less drops, so I am going to end up crafting Doll Maker's Shop. It's an alright card on the left side. The right side, I can't imagine ever doing anything, but if I have a wide board of random stuff, it is sort of a 6-mana Crater Hoof, assuming I get to that point. Other than that, I don't really think there's anything stand out. There's a few cards in the new set that are in here, just splashed in here randomly. Like, I'm going to craft Split Skin Doll just because it has something to do with my commander, and that to me makes sense. I'm also crafting Thalia. This seems like a Thalia deck. It seems pretty ideal to have Thalia, but I don't know. It is a 3-drop and also doesn't trigger with my commander because it's too thick, but who knows? Who knows? Flare, Boromir, all the big protection spells, Reprieve, Minotithe, Tempo nonsense. Johnny just is 2 creatures, so it's like in cracked, busted version of whatchamacallit, not Assemble the Legion, the Heroic Reinforcements. What is it's the 2 mana instant that makes 2/1/1 soldiers. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's like that. It doesn't have flash, but this is just stupid. I don't really need it to flip. It's just 2 creatures that care about this, and sometimes it does flip. And then, deal with that now, right? Bastard Cat, I'm a fan of. This seems like the ideal deck for it, right? I have Griff Boon to give this flying, but for the most part, I'm kind of banking on having somewhat of a clear path to my opponent's face. Maybe I can just swing once or twice and win. I don't have to repeatedly swing. Who knows? Who really knows? I don't know, but that's all I've got for you. Oh, we're crafting one of each rarity. That's funny. Alright, like, comment, subscribe. Send it. Not much to say. It's Valgavoth. Oh boy. Probably not my Valgavoth, but Valgavoth nonetheless. So I'm gonna lead with this because it's Valgavoth. I don't know. Does Adeline trigger when you attack each opponent creates? Okay. I'm gonna add manual trigger here. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because Adeline leaves it. It's 2 regardless. Okay, never mind. I thought it would stay as under 2. But I did it in some particular order. So I have no clean answer to that. That's fine with me. Exalt it? I don't think I like Exalt it that much. Alright, well, I mean, I lose to a board wipe, so, I mean, that's that. All of what I've just done just gets undone by a board wipe, but they didn't have it, so I win. Cool. Alright, it's mono green. I think, right? It's mono green with, like, a weird text static ability that doesn't do anything. I think. Yeah. So I'm going to lead with my commander because I got to get things going here. Lest I get schmeeded. Alright. So... Militia Captain? Or literally nothing? I think I'll play this and leave up Unwanted Remake. And I don't really know if swinging at this for 1 is doing anything, so I'm just gonna send more damage face, I guess. Pitting this creature, command zone. Yeah, I know. I know. We got our work cut out for us for sure. Okay. Is it green? No, it is not a... This is not green. This is not green. So let's kill Gwenna. So both of these creatures here are colorless, to the extent of my knowledge. Yeah, these are colorless, which matters for Giver of Runes. Alright, now it doesn't matter anyways. Oh, that's annoying. I really wish I drew a land or something, but I mean, this is still good. I guess I'll poke it so it's just pretty far from ultimating. And not worry too much about it. Maybe that was wrong. I don't know. This is weird. This is really weird. Maybe I just wanted to play Militia Captain. I don't know. Okay, well... That just solos me. So, alright, it no longer solos me. The fact that I have to repeatedly deal with stuff is just like a complete nightmare, though. Alright. Face it is. Yeah, it's a staple. It makes me not pick my hair as much as well. I gotta turn off my air conditioner. Hold on. Bilbo's ring? Oh, cool. My opponent manifests dreaded the best mana dork in the game. Wow. Crazy. Well, I drew a land. I just think it doesn't... It's a little too late. So... Not sure what to do now? I suppose if I swing face and leave up reprieve, I'm maybe good? They're almost dead, right? So let's see if we can reprieve surprise. They have so much mana, though. What does this do? Discard a creature card? Oh, jeez. So I don't know what they get here, but I'm going to assume it's like, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I hope it's Craterhoof Behemoth. And it probably is, because that would just be lethal. Even if it resolved and I had a removal spell. So Reprieve might actually do a serious surprise scam or something. Especially if they tap the birds. That is not what I wanted to see. Actually, no, wait, that's... Hold on, I don't care about that. That's a weird target. What did they discard for that? Timeless Witness? Okay. I don't think blowing up my Griff Spoon does anything. I have Giver of Runes, unblockable anyways. Yeah, that's... okay. Okay. Oh, right, Silverback Elder. Oh, no. Okay, wait, they're blowing up the boon instead, please? I don't know. Silverback Elder's a problem. I didn't think of that. No, there's nothing I could do about it. There's nothing I could do about it. It doesn't matter. They have 5 mana. So... unblockable, swing, I have... I think the turn I swung at their commander might have cost me. Okay, my opponent's gonna get another turn, right? They're just getting another turn. Okay. Do I accept this? This is 3, 4, it's 1 off, and there's nothing I can do to kill them, right? There's fundamentally nothing I can do, so I just have to do this. Hold on. I can swing here. Right? It's lethal anyways. It's lethal next turn anyways. I don't think the 1 damage matters. And now this is out of the way. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. Okay. So it exiles that. And do I reprieve this? I think I do. I think we reprieve here. Okay. Oh no, they have something else? Oh no. Come on. Oh, swinging face would have mattered twice? God. I can't believe it. I think I just blundered this game literally twice. Wow. I think I would have won this if I just went face and ignored them. If I ignored their commander, my opponent would have literally died. And I didn't draw land. Of course I didn't. Again, it's one off. They gain 4 again. Yep, I punt it. I'll admit it. I punt it. I could have won this if I ignored their commander. Actually, there was 2 attacks. If I ignored their commander, I would have won. It's kind of crazy to think there was a way to win that. That's nuts, but yeah. I would have won if I ignored their commander. Oh, no, I just added Lightning Bolt. I just added Lightning Bolt. Opponent, please. Oh, they didn't take it. I'm confused. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have played that land. Now my opponent has perfect information. I should have got the Surveil land. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. Alright, no big deal. No big deal. Looks like they have Dark Ritual or Fatal Push or Cut Down. Is Cut Down an instant? I think it is. I think it is. Well, at least they know they can't attack. 4-drop would be pretty bad here. Okay, I'm literally confused beyond recognition. I don't understand this attack. I have no respect for it. I would never do it. Maybe they thought it didn't have flash and they were trying to bait out Lightning Bolt. That could be the case. If you kill what I blocked with, like, okay. Comes back with nothing, right? Alright, it comes back with nothing, sure. So, it's basically Fatal Push. They basically killed the thing I blocked with. Doesn't really do much to me, but sure. Okay, I'm not triggering Inti. And I don't know if 1 damage is worth it, so I'm not going to swing. As a mono-black discard deck, I might actually be able to just draw go for a while. Believe it or not. Shoot, I can play with an empty hand. It's not the other Tiny Bones. Okay, all of this is not getting my opponent anywhere significant. They can keep doing that all day. By all means. Yeah, deck building on the phone is... My screen is not big enough. I don't think I would like it. I don't think I'd like it. My hands are also, like, actually massive. Like, my hands are, like, really big. Like, this is a Poland Springs bottle, and my hand is, like, bigger than a Poland... Like, I have really, 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 really big hands. So... It's not ideal. It's not kosher. I gotta stop moving my headband around. I gotta relax. So I'm gonna play Inti. It looks like there could be another protection spell, but it could be a removal spell. Fortunately, in this spot, my commander isn't that useful. Table's what you want? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna run out Inti and... Well, see, I like my whole hand, though. Alright, let's see if I get value here. Let's start with this. It's probably a good idea to leave up Lightning Bolt. This is the first trigger I've gotten off of Enduring Innocence, by the way, if anyone was curious. Surely you all are. Is this a food token? It's a food token, so I think there's another... I think it is Fatal Push, or Dark Ritual, but I think it's Fatal Push. This is a really, really good draw, too. Let's me leave up Lightning Bolt. I do not care about Blood Artist. I can't envision my opponent having a sweeper in a Tiny Bones deck. So that's pretty neat. Okay, I'll end up getting rid of that. Let's Lightning Bolt the Blood Artist so I don't get Schmieded. Okay, so there's another 1-minute protection spell, and I guess Blood Artist is worth it. Alright. Yep, it's another one. It's just another one. Again, I'm not terribly concerned about that. My opponent had 3 of them, and I really don't think even the first one was all that good, so... Honestly, I might have... Well, no. Okay. This was another phenomenal draw, by the way. If they block Enduring Innocence, it comes back out of the graveyard, and it triggers again. So they might not want to do that. Alright, this is a totally fine trade to me. I would always swing with this anyways. Let's play this. And now it's up to my opponent to have a sweeper. Yeah, it's like sweeper or bust here, really. Yeah, alright. Yep. I don't... That's just, what they didn't come ready for this, right? Like, all the revival things with... Even if all of these were removal spells, and they kind of were with a Death Touch creature... Just, it's not enough. It's just not enough. It is a little weird. Okay, so I'm fine without my commander. I was kind of staring at this aspirant, to be honest with you. Bilbo's ring. Deuces. Thank you for sticking around. Alright, I got a bunch of things I'm gonna do at instant speed, I guess, right? Yeah, because I'm not playing this. Sure. I'm gonna play Reinforcements instead of Virtue? Right? Does that make sense? Sure. Alright. Again, no lands. Just, another instant. I don't know. I could have probably just played Guide of Souls, honestly. Okay, my opponent has Arabella, and that's interesting. Okay. Arabella's a legendary, though. Not copying that one. They didn't fly at me with the 1/1. I think it was free, isn't it? Yeah, it would have just been free. So let's play... Probably just swords here, so I don't lose to something completely egregious. Right? Yeah, that's... Yep. Alright, let's see what happens with their Balloon Man. Not terribly concerned about the clue tokens. I'm more concerned about... Okay, that's fine. Can only activate as a sorcery. They're playing the same cards I am, which I wonder how close together our commanders are. So far, all the creatures I've played, I'm not terribly enthralled with flickering. What the? That was a weird... I felt a strange vibration. Let's name one of these two creature types. I suppose human is fine. If I can get behind human here. Play this. No, wait, whoa, 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 whoa. Play, play this first. And then play this. Kind of the whole point of that, right? Okay, so, send this again. So with my virtue, I can maybe outpace my opponent with, like, damage, because everything gets bigger, and my opponent doesn't have many cards left, right? And they're not really drawing. They have clue tokens, but that costs mana. So virtue might have actually been the right play that turn. It might have just been what I should have done. Who knows? Treasure token. Treasure. Sure, sure. Alright, so they got the old 2 cards a turn, basically, kind of thing going on. I'm gonna just fetch now to save myself priority. Oh, okay. There's no fetchable Shockland or anything like that. Alright, Virtue could outscale them, and they have to draw something crazy to undo that. Alright. Sure. They can't flicker that and keep things exiled, so that's not too big of a deal. It does offset the Virtue. Alright, that's more annoying, because that draws 2 cards a turn without... Oh, no, they already had it. They already had that. Never mind. The Overseer, yeah. They just had that already. This doesn't work. Whatever you flicker comes back. Unless you target tokens, I guess. You can target tokens. You have to target a token here. Alright, that doesn't work. That does not work. Yeah, that's probably... Oh, hey, look, it's Adeline. Oh, it's gone forever. Never mind. It does work. It does work. Okay. I can get behind it then. I can get behind that. Okay. Is this a sorcery? Okay. Oh, maybe I wanted to make tokens, because they'd be 2/2s. Yeah, okay, I wanted to make tokens there. That's my bad. Okay, there goes my enchantment, of course. Why not? I would like them to copy the crew. Wait, what does this do? Okay, this blows up Esper Sentinel, sure. You got it. Looks like I'll get a window to actually use the Adeline attack trigger too. This might actually be really nice. I don't think I wanted to reprieve my opponent's enchanter. That's why I didn't do it, if anyone was curious. Anyone who had any curiosity as to why I did the things that I did. This was a phenomenal manifest, by the way. Yep. They did not have to crew. They could have kept this around and gone very low. But they chose to kill it. 2 and 3. Yep, yep. Sure. So I manifest again. Alright, that's just a creature. I'll just simply take the creature. And then I'll leave up Reprieve. Because I'm so far ahead, right? Adeline just kills my opponent. love it. I love it. Look at it. It's probably going to keep going because they spammed it. Oh, man. Do we sit here and look at them all? This is great. Oh, this is excellent. This is what I signed up for. Very, very strange. I don't really need my commander, and I'll just send it. I don't need it to live. Again, it looks like there's Fatal Push for the 12th time. Yep. I can't seem to avoid Fatal Push. I don't know what's going on about that. Every black deck has had it so far. Or all the mono black decks have had Fatal Push. There's like five of them or so. Okay. This is not... Yeah, that's actually nuts. Alright, well. There's no choice. There's no choice. I don't have a choice. I'm just gonna lose the game. Okay, so Basri Ket is interesting. Is it better than... I'm gonna play this and assume I'll get value. Especially how my opponent didn't do anything last turn. I'd rather not lose to cards that they might have. Makes sense to me. They actually discarded a removal spell. I don't really agree with that. This is a very strange card, but maybe they just... It draws cards later, I guess, is the whole point. We want to land. We want to land. Okay, all things considered, this might be fine. I don't know, they're making zombies. They discard another card, which I... Okay, sure. I can kill Crypt Breaker with a Braid at some point. Is it itself, or draw a card, tap 3 and tap zombies? Okay. Okay, Grave Pact. Grave Pact completely destroys me, I think. I should keep... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swing. That's what I'm going to do. And see what happens. I'm going to let this trigger because I want to leave swords for Valgavoth way later in the future. It might not be a Valgavoth game, but it's still something I should take into consideration. Let's get rid of this split skin doll here. And play a land and Basri Ket on the Guide of Souls. So Takasha's Welcome is how I continue this game. If it gets blown up by Feed the Swarm, I might just lose. But my commander isn't super crucial. My opponent's a little low on lands. And sort of cards in hand. So they're probably taking one of these two. I don't know which one, honestly. Okay, they didn't. They knew. They knew real quick which one. So, block goes to 2. Basri Ket's better than Guide of Souls, so... This is going to be the best Grave Pact game my opponent has ever played in their life. One has another removal spell, apparently. So I'm going to put this here to block the deep cavern. They can't kill this in response. Of course they can. Silly me. Okay, so my board goes away. So be it. Opponent's doing a very good job at staying in this game. Very good job. This Takasha's Welcome is offsetting the Grave Pact very nicely. Interesting game. Alright, that's really bad. I did not want to see that. That's a very bad outcome there. I'd rather my opponent not have done that. Still a 2-mana removal spell floating around. I will dash this because I want to get that removal spell out of hand, and I assume that's what's going on here, so let's try to send that. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. Okay. Very surprising. I am not going to cast my commander. I don't believe it's super useful right now. I really didn't want to see that. That's kind of tragic. I want my opponent to stop drawing cards. This is a very strange Valgavoth deck. Very strange. Grave Pact is just weird. Very weird. Inquisition. This probably takes Ragavan, I assume. I don't think Swords is... Oh, wow. Okay. Must be a removal spell? I don't know. Alright, let's start robbing them of cards. Why don't let me do this? I'm gonna take advantage of it. We got that, which is not... This is actually kind of bad with Grave Pact. Oh, hey, look, it's Shieldred. So I'll play that. I'll leave up my Flashy Boy here. This does draw cards on my opponent's turn, too, with the Takashas. So they're at 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure? I guess. That is indestructible. I will not do anything about that. I don't have an answer to Valgavoth, which is a huge problem, though. If he gets to resolve it. That is a problem. Assuredly. And again, it looks like they have yet another removal spell, which is very annoying. The old Alpha Strike. Let's flip this. Yep. So I'm going to play Marauder. They sacrifice... I'm not even sure what. Bitter Blossom is more tokens, I guess. Oh, they go to 1? Could I have killed them with the boon? Oh, I could have killed my opponent with the boon, dude. Could have killed him with the boon. Could have booned him. Oh wait, Shieldred kills them. Shieldred kills them. They have to worry about Shieldred here. Okay. I think I won this. Okay. Okay, so this commander is interesting. People want to see the balloon dude. I'll probably end up playing the balloon dude. It's moderately notable that the one time I played against the balloon dude, it played a lot of the same cards as I did. So I don't know if the go big with like wait, whoa, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's not talk about the balloon dude. I was about to talk about the balloon dude for like 20 minutes. Let's talk about the doll. This card is interesting. I like its there it goes. I like its text box. Like, stealing life is great. It, oddly enough, if maybe I had more ways to give it unblockable, give it indestructible, and give it protection repeatedly, pseudo indefinitely, with, you know, certain cards were in Magic Arena and not just on paper, it would be a lot better. But like, I still liked the. It still felt like a plan B, which is highly unusual for a 2-mana aggro deck. It or aggro commander, it's very strange that it sits there and sometimes does stuff. In other games, I didn't really need it. I could have just played mono white with some red splash, you know, some Boros aggro creature beatdown. I will say cards like Enduring Innocence and what is it, Takasha's Welcome. When you play cards like this, if you take a turn off, quote unquote, to play a card that does something like this, you can play a slower game. You can just draw go with your opponent, and you will eventually, hopefully, outdraw them. If they have to continuously deal with your board, it feels totally fine, as long as you're drawing 2 cards a turn. Not really upset about that. The doll itself is pretty good for early, like super early pressure. As a 2-drop, it dies a lot if you don't have Giver of Runes or Skrelv or something like that. If you have a protection spell, you might want to not play it until turn 3, but if you're at turn 3, you want to play a 3-drop instead. And it's weird like that. It's just weird like that. It's like Valgavoth with protection spells. Yeah, Valgavoth is a 9-drop and is pretty vulnerable, but like, if I'm going to invest a card in hand, which I've probably been holding for 5 turns because I'm casting a 9-mana commander and it hasn't done anything until I got to that point. And then I have to leave up 10 mana, so I gotta have 10 mana when I cast my commander for this 1-mana protection spell on Valgavoth to matter. Right, that's kind of nonsensical. At that point, you might as well wait for the commander tax because it only is 1 additional mana, and then just spend 11. Right, so it's kind of the same like this, but on the opposite side of the spectrum, where it's like 1, 2s, and 3s. You don't really want to play it on turn 2 if you think it's gonna die. You really don't want to play it on turn 2 if you think it's gonna die. And you don't really want to play it on turn 3 because a lot of your 3-mana cards, if you have one, are probably better. Honestly, there was a lot of times where instead of playing this, I would have just played a 2-drop and then left up a 1-mana spell as opposed to my commander itself. So it plays in tandem with your deck, but not necessarily overshadowing it as this thing that you must have. Right. I played in a mirror match where my opponent, and I'll say this just because Delny has been frustrating me personally. Delny has like almost never done anything for me personally. I've played it in the command zone. I've played it off stream in the command zone. I've streamed. I think I have a deck on YouTube for this card. Delny seems to never work for me personally, but I played the mirror match, and my opponent had Delny and just completely trampled me because they had Delny in the mirror with this doll. And that makes me think Delny's really good, right? It's just like, if you have it, you're sitting pretty. I personally, for some reason, can never get Delny to do anything. I've sank like I've sank like 6 to 7 hours into Delny as a commander in a card in a deck where it's impactful. And for some reason, this card just won't work for me. That being said, when it does work, it's phenomenal. I just cannot get personal recorded footage of Delny being really good. I can't prove it. It's not doing anything. But I would attest that it's a good card. I think it's a solid card. Doll Makers, I played it in I think the very first game I played, and I actually even flipped it to the other side because that was better than leaving my creatures small for my commander's trigger. I still lost that game. So this card is not super necessary. I will say, recruiter. I don't own it. Where are you? There it is. Recruiter of the Guard is a solid card for this deck. I don't own it. It would have been good sometimes. It is a 3-mana card, so it's not phenomenal, but it's a pretty good card. If you have this, you should play it. I'm going to put it in the thing there. But again, I'm a free-to-play player, and I'll die on that hill. I will die on that hill. It being more white than red kind of makes sense. The white creatures, and honestly even the white spells, are a little bit stronger than the red equivalent. And that's kind of just universal, right? Mono red sort of wants to Ragavan you or combo you with like Godo if you play normal EDH. It kind of wants to do stuff like that. Mono red is not that enticing with the, oh, you know, I'm gonna do some mid-range red things. It's like, you're probably not though. You're probably not gonna do that. So it makes sense that these are usually majority white. Yeah, all right. So I stared at this deck for a while just now. I probably edited out the huge pause, but I stared at this deck a while, and I think that's all I've got to say about it. It's just a red-white aggro deck. If the doll doesn't work, you kind of hope your creatures work, and if your creatures don't work, you probably just lose, right? And that's kind of fine. You signed up to play a 1-2-3 curve-out aggro deck that sometimes can draw a bunch of cards and play a slower game. But sometimes, and you know, the majority of the times, you don't have your 1 in 100 card, right? Or I guess 1 in 50 because there's like 2 of them. It's all right. It's Boros aggro that works or it doesn't, you know. So I can't recommend it. All right, my recommendation is no. I would say if you want to play Boros aggro, don't put this in the command zone. And that's all I got for you. So let me know what you thought about this list. Like, comment, subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.